Hey, all my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel, where we embrace our femininity, increase our womanly value, and celebrate our brothers. So join me on our feminine journey to learn, heal, and grow. Hey there, my Crimsonites. How are we doing today? Thank you for the early contributions. Thank you, Damien. So I'm ready for the cooking. I got my red cup and everything. We gonna cook today in a way that I kind of rarely do. Thank you, Steve, for your contribution. Thank you so much, sweetheart. Greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you, twins. So this is such a sad topic. Shouldn't even be a topic at all. Finish them. And it's such a huge topic. So huge. So huge. Thank you, Miss Beth Shua. Says shalom, shalom. Good says shalom to you as well. Thank you so much, sweetheart. And thank all of you for checking in with me today, for liking, for sharing. Please share. Please like. Thank you, Philip. So just stopping by for the cook, and I hope you're able to stick around a little bit. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Stanley, for your super sticker. And thank you, Miss Bella, for the to-go plates. You know, we gonna have some to-go plates. All right, we're gonna have some because this is a topic that don't nobody want to talk about. I don't know if people scared to talk about it. I don't know if this come too close to people to the conspiracy theory thing, or if this is too much of an esoteric conversation, or is this too much I don't know what kind of shying away that we do. Somebody do me a big favor and put the link to pctechforum.net in the chat for me. Thank you so much, Chano, for the Patreon level overtime. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Please, somebody, one of my mods, put the PC Tech. Thank you so much, Mogul Maze. I appreciate you. Are y'all able as mods to pin things to the chat? Is that one of y'all abilities as mods? I don't know, because I can't see it from y'all perspective, because I'm the admin, so I got everything. No, y'all can't. Okay. I just wanted to know that. So I appreciate y'all letting me know. Okay. I wonder if I can give some of y'all certain abilities. Okay, let me see. I may have to. Anyways, I'll figure that out another time, because there are two levels of moderation. So I may have to give some of y'all a higher level of moderation in order to be able to pin comments and things like that. But in any case, Let me get down to what we getting down to. Like I said, I don't know if people don't like the concept of talking about this or whatever the case may be. Maybe this is too close for comfort. But we're going to talk about it today. Because this thought, okay. Megan Thee Stallion and Cardi B just released a new music video called Bongos. And I'm not going to even let this play too long. Do you see the colors? You see the colors here? What do these colors represent? What is that? When we have a collection of these type of colors together, what do we call them colors? We see them in the sky. You see them in rain droplets. What we call these colors? We call them rainbows, don't we? So everything in these videos has a purpose. There's nothing in the production of these videos that don't have a specific purpose. So the representation of all women in a rainbow motif, this is in reference to alternative lifestyle, we'll say. So this is reaching the subconscious, but I might be putting the cart before the horse. I'm going to set the tone. I'm going to set the tone. I don't recall if there's any language in this, but this is old Sukihana. I want you to listen carefully to what she says.
I don't know why they took the sound away, but I'm about to repost the video here.
I want to tell you I apologize and I'm sorry for what I'm about to say, but as far as this music stuff, I won't be doing this music stuff anymore. I started this because this was my dream. And, I wanted to make sure I could get me and my kids out the hood. It's always been my passion to rap. A while ago, I had signed a contract and I didn't know nothing about the business or this game out here. And just right now, I'm realizing that I signed my soul. I sold my soul to the devil. I signed myself to the devil. I don't even own myself no more. I sold my soul to the motherfucking devil, and I done prayed. I prayed and I prayed and I prayed. It's just like, I don't know if God can get me out of this, and it's just like to the point where I don't even know, like, I can't. I just want to say I'm sorry to my.
I don't know why they took the sound.
I know y'all believe in me, but I can't. I didn't know what I was doing back then, and I lost passion. I don't even believe that. I don't even believe in myself no more because of what I did. I did not know the game was like this. And I'm just ready to go back to school. I'm just ready to move away and go to school. I just want to tell everybody, I know y'all believe in me, but
Ratchet hoe, but I feel like Kim Kardashian.
Right? This is the result. She says she don't own herself no more. So this is what she got to do. This trash right here.
My pussy good, that's why a bitch stay pregnant. I swallow now, I really feel like an elephant. Tell Joe Biden I wanna suck on the president.
Real niggas love ratchet bitches. Y'all ain't killing my man, so I went and bought him switches.
Bow. Ratchet hoe.
Right? Correct? I just wanted to set the tone. Let's set the tone again.
That's kind of why I didn't want to do this song, Shake It, or like any drill songs, because it's like these songs are activating like these demons that you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to be that girl anymore. Like I just want to be a mother. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to be that old Cardi anymore. I left that lifestyle a long time ago, bro. Like, I don't want to be that anymore. Like, and she's coming back. She's coming back, bro. Like, I feel like getting a cane. If you know about the canes, then you know. I don't want to be that anymore. I want to be a mother. This song is activating demons that I locked away a long time ago. And it's coming back again. And I don't want to be that. I want to be a good person. I don't want to.
From that to this. Correct? I needed to set the tone. Right? Thank you, Miss Bella, said programming. Thank you so much. Thank you, Miss Lucasey, for your super sticker, sweetheart. Thank you, Moguls. They're too familiar. They never take the time out to study the business side of the industry. They allow these companies to take advantage of them. Then this. Thank you so much. Thank you so much to Renzo. So the only way out of soul selling is by never selling it in the first place. Precisely. So before I get into talking about the values of things and all of the places that I'm gonna go to about talking about this situation, I got a question. I got a question for the 30-somethings and the 20-somethings. So we ain't tired of this yet. We not tired of this. We not tired of whole rapping and thought rapping and thought hop and whole music. This is the opposite of drill music. This is drill music for women. Because drill music for men had them spinning the block, spraying each other. That was for the guys. For the women, it's sex. It's sex magic. So the drill rap for females is to openly be thought pockets. Are we done? Are we done with these? When is enough gonna be enough? When are we going to be tired of looking at these chicks' birth canals and looking at these chicks' breasts and they booty and watching them gap their legs open and watching them twerk? When is twerking gonna go out of style? When are we done? As a group of women, I want to know. When is this played out? Because, you know, we used to go through fads. You know, stuff would be hot for a summer or two. Then you move on to something else. Something else is hot for a summer or two. And then you move on, you keep it moving. But this Thot host stuff, this is not playing out. This is not a fad that lasted a summer. See, hot girl summer is every summer. Not one summer. Hot girl summer is every summer. And they keep releasing this Thot pocket music. And it's on demon time. It's literally on demon time. These chicks do not stop at no point showing their literal bare actual behinds. They have porn. They go right into porn. They openly prostitute themselves. They got OnlyFans. Since when? Since when is that just music? And how dense are the females gonna continue to be? This is not just entertainment. This is not music. This is a corruption of the spirit and the mind that presents itself in the corruption of the body. How many of y'all at the top of the list of STIs and STDs? Body count out of this world. You got Sukihana running around here in her music videos, twerking on little boys. Nobody says nothing about that. In another music video, she's actually performing oral sex on another woman. They always promoting this LGBT thing. They always promoting lesbianism. They always promoting this. Two young girls, and they get on social media. See, social media has helped trick y'all into thinking that these are normal people living their normal everyday lives, and they just so happen to be an entertainer. Just because they able to get on a live stream and they're quote unquote accessible, unlike the celebrities of the 70s, 80s, 90s. Before social media was like it is now, the celebrity was just on TV. That person was just on television. That person was just in interviews. That person was just on a music video. And you couldn't see them. You couldn't interact with them as a fan base. You didn't have any real access to them people. You couldn't slide in no DMs. You couldn't do none of that. The only time you seen celebrities was on TV, in a magazine, or something like that. If you just happen to be somewhere where they happen to be and you spot one, like that was a big deal. But now with social media, Meg Thee Stallion can go live. Cardi B can go live. All these rappers and so-called singers and so-called entertainers, they can get on their Instagram. They can get on Facebook. They can get on YouTube. They can get on these social media sites and hit the live button, and they have their followers interacting with them. So people feel, especially these females, feel like these people are just like them. The relatability is off the charts. And so when these chicks like Glorilla and Sexy Red, okay, let me just say something about Sexy Red. Before I get to these super chats. Sexy Red is not, I don't know who named her sexy. Ronald McDonald and them sitting up there built like them little worm aliens from Men in Black. You know, the ones they always was fixing coffee and this and that and the third. She built like one of them. She ain't got no body. She just happened not to be fat. Running around here looking like a female Future. I don't know who named her sexy. Even all the makeup and the weave that she got on is not helping. I hate to see her without it. With it, she's a mess. With it, she's a strong 3. And they take these chicks to high school events and stuff like that to twerk on the boys and get the girls all riled up. So I just want to know, when are the females gonna get tired of being duped and fooled into thinking that this is what you're supposed to be? That hoe is life and thotting is life and hot girl summers. And when y'all gonna catch up? When y'all gonna catch on that these people are out here industry plants? These people are out here specifically put to lead you into a bottomless pit. And when you gonna figure it out? When you gonna figure it out that Cardi B is somewhere talking about bongos and shaking her butt? Meanwhile, she is somewhere a whole wife and mother. Beyonce on tour right now, naked as a jaybird, with her daughter that she had in wedlock. You, on the other hand, got how many kids out of wedlock? How many baby daddies? You struggle how much? How many abortions did you have? So when you gonna get tired of all this booty shaking and BBL culture and hoeing? When exactly? When exactly is the fog gonna clear? You ain't tired of looking at these chicks' Thot pocket? I am. I done seen way too much kitty cat for to be a straight woman. I done seen too much kitty cat. I have seen too much bare kitty cat for me to be a straight woman. There is no way a straight woman should have seen as much kitty cat as we all got to look at. It ain't ran out of the novelty for you. The novelty of looking at another chick's yim yams is not, that ain't wore off yet. I'm so tired, I don't know what to do. Every time you turn around, it's a booty wobbling and shaking. I'm so tired of looking at that. Y'all ain't got nothing else to do. You ain't got no life. You ain't got not one solid thought running through your head that's worth anything. Your whole life is consistent of sex. How much sex you can have, how much money you can make through the sex, how many men want you for sex, how many different sexual things can you try? Your whole life, your whole mental train run on your kitty cat. And y'all ain't tired of that yet. You obviously not tired of it because they keep coming out with songs like this. They keep coming out with videos like this. If it wasn't selling, they'd switch up. There is no way that I should have seen Cardi B's whole body the way that I've seen it, and I have never met that woman. There ain't no way that I should have been able to see Ice Spice whole kitty cat in a clip I seen her on stage somewhere with her little funny looking self bent over with one of them little skirts on with no panties or whatever. And I know she didn't have no panties on because her Kit Kat was out and she was trying to hide it with her hand. There's no way I should have seen Ice Spice Kit Kat. No, there's no way. I don't know her. They don't, and to top it off, they don't have no talent. That's the part that really gets me. No, back in the day, we had Lil' Kim. I ain't gonna hold you. We had Lil' Kim, and she was controversial in her day. All that gapping and thotting she was doing on camera. That was controversial back then. That was a big deal back then because other female rappers wasn't quite doing that. Especially not to that degree. You know, they try to be sexy, but not to her degree. She went to a level of vulgarity with it. But regardless of that, at least Lil' Kim has some bangers, y'all. At least, and I ain't trying to excuse the thottery. I'm really not. But at the minimum, Lil' Kim can say that she dropped a hip-hop classic with hardcore. At minimum. At minimum. At the bare minimum, you wanted to hear. She had a flow to it. Okay, yeah, it sounded like Biggie flow, blah, 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 but it kept up even after he was gone. I don't like Nicki Minaj. I don't like Nicki. I ain't never liked Nicki Minaj music. I've never liked her music, but she got a few bars. I don't know if she writing them or somebody else ghost writing. I don't know. But it's once and again, you can hear a few bars out of it. Oh, okay. You know, that was kind of clever. But then you got sexy red old sway back somewhere looking like Raj from What's Happening. I'm showing my age now. Y'all youngins don't know what I'm talking about. Looking like she could bust out with one of these any day now. Just Google it. If you're too young to know what I'm talking about, Google it. Old heads in here know exactly what I'm talking about. My pink and my booty hole brown. Like, really? For real? For real? You got in the studio to lay that on a track? Somebody ought to. Let me. Thank you, Seabold. Said, keep up the great work. Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you, Eric. Said, my pops used to say, you dance with the devil don't change. He changes you. This is facts. Thank you, the boss said, this isn't business, it's necromancy. Yeah. Thank you, Keith Blocker says, it's going to end when all the black men become passport bros. And it's so much deeper than that. The demonic, it's so much deeper than that. I hear you, but it's deeper than that. Thank you, Beshua. So they showed Sexy Red with a cold sore on her face, and Glow really didn't know how to wash her behind right. Thank you, Keith. Again, says it's gonna end when all the foreign women take all the black men from that I didn't want. Thank you again. Thank you, Miss Lucchese. Say you're absolutely right. We're experiencing spiritual warfare from all sides, and we need to get right before the final judgment. Thank you so much, sweetheart. Thank you, Ty Box, and said Lil Kim and Foxy Brown was one thing, but this era is beyond foolishness, just tragic and sad. Exactly. Thank you, Imanas. I hope I'm saying that right. Bingo. That's all they have going for themselves. Without having a nice body, they be on the corner with a sign, and that's all men want them for. After realizing I've come to feel sorry for them. Thank you, Black by Design. Says she need a whooping. She needs something. She needs something. There's a lot more to this that I want to get to. But after these messages, we'll be right back.
Join PCTechForum.net is a new site. And so we'll be discussing everything related to tech news. They'll be discussing the latest processors, graphic cards, laptops, hard drives, computer cases. They also have a section for pre-built PCs and custom-built PCs, and also a PC straight from the manufacturer. They also be discussing the operating systems and how to troubleshoot them. And said last but not least, they'll also be discussing the latest games and business. The site is brand new, so people will join for the first time on there. So come and sign up today at PCTechForum.net.
So what you want to do is you want to hit the link at the top of the chat, PCTechForum.net. That is a place where you want to go to talk all things PC, software, hardware, gaming, productivity, work, play, whatever it is that you want to do, because a lot of times people are interested, people work in the IT field and want to discuss ideas, and sometimes they can't do it in the workspace. Depending on what they're doing, different ideas may or may not be welcome, or different types of conversations surrounding different programs and things of that nature may not be so welcome in a workspace. But this is a place where you can kind of go outside of that realm and speak your mind and share ideas with other like-minded people. So once again, you want to go ahead and become a part of a conversation or start one of your own at PCTechForum.net. All right. And I know I owe y'all a bam, 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 bam. You got to hit the like button. Bam, bam. You got to go ahead and hit the like button. I don't know how many likes we need, but I know we need some. I want to say this. I get it about relationships. I get it about passports and passport bros and that being a thing. And like, I get it. I have no problem with that concept. But please understand that what I'm talking about today is deeper than whether or not these women can get men, whether or not these women are equipped for relationships. What I'm talking about today is the spiritual warfare that is being waged on women through this mechanism. It is a powerful mechanism. And because it feeds the female nature of chaos too many females are unaware of the extremely devastating effects. This is even deeper than the music itself. And whether or not this new generation of music is more ratchet or more debaucherous, we know that it is, because things are cranking up. We know that. I'm not even here to argue that point. The point and the purpose of what I'm talking about right now, they are telling you who they are. And I'm having to sort of not show it, not show it, because of copyrights and things of that nature. But I'm going to show. It is direct spiritual warfare. This is a steal of Doja Cat's video. It is literally called Demons. She's a demon in the video. Do we understand that? Do we understand this, the imagery here? These people are not playing. These people are not joking around. This isn't just a song. It's not a song. It's not a song. It's not a video. It's a spell. They are spells being cast. Sometimes I wrestle with how far I need to go into the spiritual realm. The industry plants, all these industry plants are there to take women to a bottomless pit of debauchery and turn them into human demons, human devils. Take the women into such a pit of vulgarity, in a pit that they cannot climb out of, and turn them into human devils. Because if you can infect, and I literally mean that in the definition of an infection, like a contagion, if you can infect the spirit, not the mind, the spirit, she will forever be infected. And she will pass along the contagion all the time. This was the purpose. The reason why this is working so well is because the first place they brought you to was here. They brought you to a place where your wealth is separated from your spiritual self. They brought you to a place where your spiritual self has no truth. There's no truth in what you think. There's no truth in what you feel. And there is no truth in what you believe. None. Everything a lie. And you accept lies. You accept lies. You tell lies. You accept lies. You promote lies. The brick lady just lied. The silence of everybody is a promotion of the lie. It's a promotion of not having the truth and not wanting the truth either. You don't have it and you don't want it. The logic of separating your wealth from your spirit is by putting wealth at the top, disconnected from your spirit. You'll do what? You will do what? What will you do to obtain wealth? What will you do? What will you do to obtain wealth now? There is no limit. No boundary. You will sell your soul. Your soul is not in your mind. That's your spiritual self. It translates directly into your body. The corruption of your spirit leads to the corruption of your body. What's the difference between a living person and a dead one? What's the difference? What is the difference? Let's just say a dead person, all their organs are there. The organs are there. The organs didn't fail. The organs did not fail. The organs were not damaged, but they did. What's the difference between a dead body and a living one? Absence of or corruption of the spirit leads to a corruption of the body. Live bodies do not decompose, but dead ones do. The spirit is gone. That's the difference between a live one and a dead one. Why that flesh do what dead flesh do, and this flesh do what live flesh do. That is the extreme example of the spirit and the flesh being tied. The spiritual value and the health value are intrinsically tied. This was the purpose of having those two vital things at the bottom of the value system and wealth at the top, and those things separated. That was the purpose. Because if my spiritual self is corrupted, then my physical self, my emotional self, my mental self will now be corrupted. I'm not gonna care what happens to it beyond the basic cursory things. And I don't care what happened to it. This is why you'll get these chicks fighting about body counts, no matter what kind of science you bring about how it ruins them mentally and ruins them physically and ruins them emotionally. The reason they can have a high body count is because the spiritual value is broken. They don't have anything in them that tells them the truth. And they are looking for a come up. So the concept of wealth and the desire of wealth or any piece of wealth, they will sacrifice spirit and health in order to get it. So they'll justify the high body count with the lifestyle that they're able to live. Well, I did this and did that to these men and women and to get a bag. They traveled to Dubai to be toilets for a bag. And then you got some of them same women will get on social media and cry like, I didn't realize what that would do to me. I thought I could take that. And I took it physically, but I couldn't take it emotionally. It's messing up my mental health. It messes up your mental health. So many women are suffering from mental health issues, depression and anxiety being two of the biggest. On all kinds of antidepressants, on all kinds of anxiety medicine. Trying to uphold a body that the spirit is not occupying properly. You get to these super chats. Thank you, Damien. So hello, I'm a new Crimsonite, my first live. Thank you for your work and welcome. And thank you so very much. Thank you, Nick at Life. As a 27-year-old Black man just starting to make great money, I started looking for a wife. Coincidentally, I started dating out. Hashtag new passport bro. Thank you so much. Thank you, Ruminant. So I believe Sukihana really did cut the deal. If you look at her, she always looks as if she's about to demonically manifest. She is physically repulsive. Anyone with any discernment can see it. Yes. Thank you, Key. Said women are greatly influenced by demonic feminism. Thank you so much, Raphael. Said she got caught being a bed wench for Zaddy. Thank you, Simon. Said every America needs more women like you. Thank you for speaking up for Black men. Thank you so much. Thank you again, Keith. Said like a gold ring and a pig snout is a beautiful woman without discretion. Thank you, African brother. Said they can't do that with Afro beats. African labels will not accept. My brothers in America, you must revive the spirit of your ancestors. This time you are no longer alone in this fight. Thank you, Jared. Said women are the first teachers. You can ruin whole generations by corrupting the women who will infect their kids and remove fathers to combat it. So, women, when are y'all gonna cancel the cancer that infects you? When? Y'all not tired of looking at these thought pockets? I'm gonna re-ask this question. Y'all not tired of the constant booty pop, the constant I'm sexy, I'm vulgar. This is what my coochie feel like. This is what it's like to be with me. This is how I suck this, and this is how I lick that, and this is how I throw it back, and this is how. Not done. Now you're gonna have these young chicks out here competing with each other on whose body sounds like a bongo when it's getting back shots, because that's what you're talking about. I sound like bongos too. This is the type of idiotic, nonsensical, and asinine competitions that's gonna be going on now. You let them coerce you into BBLs. Despite the fact that y'all was actually dying from getting these cheap, botched, back of the alley BBLs, and that didn't stop you. Crashed out on the BBL, that didn't stop you. I don't understand. Y'all don't have no sense of self-preservation at all? None? You see the BBLs is killing you, you still go get them? None? Nothing? Y'all running around here tattooing your eyeballs to get different colors. You got these wigs on so long that they getting infested. Makeup so long and so bad that when you take it off, your skin is just could crumble. You worse than that movie Death Becomes Her. Remember that movie with Meryl Streep and Goldie Hawn where they was dead, but they was kept on. The only reason that they kept on being alive was with the makeup and that little serum. Thank you, sis. So I've been tired of these 3 or 4. Thank you so much, sweetheart. I appreciate you greatly, sis. Thank you so much, self-actualized sweet. Said Mrs. Crimson, you never cease to entertain. I've been rooting for the likes of you, Danica, PBL, etc. for the last few years. As a bonus, you make work seem so much shorter than it really is. Thank you so much, sweetheart. Thank you, Lucid Experience. And they won't cancel it because then they have to admit that they were wrong. Side note, didn't listen to Bongos for more than 10 seconds. Saw it was trash. Myself included. I don't need long. This is why I'm happy. Thank you, Jakari. So this is why I'm happy the entertainment industrial complex is dying. Too much demonic energy is coming out from it. That movie, Death Becomes Her, was like a metaphor for the gynocracy. You had these chicks that couldn't tolerate being past the wall. So that they came up with a serum that would essentially make them immortal and youthful for all time. But you had to keep up with the serum. And you also had to keep up your body. You could not allow damage to the body, or else the effects of the serum would be counteracted because you are damaging yourself and all that type of stuff only because you are immortal and you can no longer die. Bruce Willis in the movie was the one that took the elixir. He didn't take it. As a man, he didn't take it. Only the women. And it was Meryl Streep and Goldie Hawn. I'm forgetting all the particulars. But it was key that they was able to try to keep themselves together as long as he was alive. As long as he was alive to repair them and put them back together, because they were so reckless that they couldn't stop taking like fatal injury. So reckless as women. He was the only thing that was keeping them together. He eventually passes on because he didn't take it, the elixir. He didn't want it. When he dies, You can see how far they are falling apart. And they had to get together. They were enemies. The two women were enemies. Whole movie trying to one up each other. At the end, they had to band together to stay alive. To try to stay somewhat relevant. And when you kind of saw them underneath their little grieving veils, they was horrible looking. You could see the patches and the plaster they had them tried to put makeup on it. It's an interesting movie. The movie came out, I want to say, in the 90s at some point. He was the simp. He was the male hyena that held them together. When he's gone, they're gone. This is why I talk about simps. And it's funny because it's actually a comedic movie. It's a comedy. It's like dark humor. But if you look at it, nothing funny. Let me get to these super chats. Thank you, Eugene. So these female rappers are causing women to be, as Security Boss said last night, listening disabled. Thank you so much, Bakish, for your super sticker. I appreciate you greatly. Thank you so much. Alan said, thank you for blessing me to see a different reality, 10 life values, SOS, 4Ps, etc. I thank God for you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you again to Renzo. So the serum is called adrenochrome, steam, walnut sauce, and a plethora of other names. And they also intake our melanin. Thank you so much for your support, 39 Dina, sweetheart. Thank you. And thank you, Edward. Said this is the fight for Black women, not Black men. So this is why I'm appealing to the females, trying to figure out when y'all tired. Not tired. Came out with Bongos, not tired. Y'all ain't even tired of Beyonce shaking her butt, and she been shaking her butt since the early 2000s. 25 years of booty shaking. Y'all ain't tired of looking at Beyonce booty. Her and that little tired leotard she be wearing. I'm so sick of that leotard. And them nude stockings. And them little blocky heels she got to dance in. She been popping her thought pocket for a long time. Y'all still ain't. She done dropped what 3-4 kids out of it, and still y'all still paying all y'all rent money to go see her. I wish I would. She need to go sit down. Come out of semi-retirement to do this. She need to go sit down. You had your fun, sis. You had your time. You done led so many women astray with independent and single ladies. You did your job. And irreplaceable. You did your industry plant job, Beyonce. You got your little husband, you got your billions. Go sit down and raise them little kids you done had. Raise them little rich grimlords. You know what? I ain't gonna talk about the kids. I ain't gonna talk about the kids. But that's what she need to do. I ain't gonna talk about the kids. The kids didn't do nothing. So I ain't gonna talk about the kids. But you've done enough. Thank you, Alton said, wow, I never noticed her wardrobe is always the same. It's the same thing. I don't know why everybody be, the different look Beyonce rock. What different look? Them same heels, them same nude stockings, and them same leotards. Sometimes they shiny, sometimes they not. Sometimes they got a little hard thing on them, sometimes they don't. She ain't never rocked another hair color or nothing. All this time, she ain't switched it up. She ain't cut it. Rock a short look sometime. Rock it in black sometime. Dang. Them same tire highlights. With them same curls. Sometimes she'll straighten it. Yeah, once and again, she'll straighten it. I'm just over it. You know what? Go ahead to crimsoncure.com because I sit here and I'm over it. Crimsoncure.com and get your copy of Reclaiming the Black Feminine, Lies of Feminism and the Road to Recovery. Thank you so very much. The links are in the description box so that you can go ahead and make your purchase. I want to thank everyone for coming through, everyone for their contributions. I greatly appreciate you. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up and I'll catch you guys on the next. Jump down in the comment section. All right. Jump down in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. If you have not, once again, I'm your hostess, The Crimson Cure, and this was my perspective. Bye-bye, Crimsonites.